Are you studying too much for the GED test? Here's how to tell and what to do about it. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Parker from www.testprepchampions.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you how you can tell if you're overstudying for the GED and what to do about it. So one of the most common reasons why GED test takers fail to pass the test is that they don't put enough time into their studying. However, every now and then I come across test takers who have the opposite problem, namely they're actually studying too much. And while the work ethic is admirable, in the long run you might actually be slowing yourself down if you're overstudying. Before I go any further though, just note that in this video, I'm just giving information here for the sake of informational purposes. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a mental health professional, so none of what I say is medical or mental health advice. Please make sure to always seek the advice of a qualified healthcare provider for questions you might have about any medical or mental health condition. So with that out of the way, let's jump into it here. So studying for the GED test is an exciting time, but it can also be stressful. Some stress is to be expected whenever you're trying to do something new in life that you've never done before. But when you've got a lot of other things on your plate, like a demanding job or family issues that you're trying to juggle along with your GED test studying, all of the stress can lead you to feeling very burned out. And according to ADA Health, there are numerous symptoms of burnout that you really should be watching out for during this time in your life. And if you start experiencing them, you're definitely going to want to take note. So the first one is reduced performance and productivity. And now this could be in your job or this could be in your studying. The second is difficulty concentrating. Again, this could be difficulty concentrating at work or while you're studying or just when you're having conversations and you're just having trouble concentrating in your relationships or any other situation. Quickness to anger is another sign of burnout. So if you're feeling very irritable and you're quick to fly off the handle over little things that wouldn't normally bother you, you might be experiencing burnout. Another one is fatigue or feeling drained or exhausted. Now this could be physical fatigue or it could also be mental fatigue. Having a general negative outlook and lower morale than normal are also signs to watch out for. And so there are also physical symptoms such as headaches, high blood pressure, trouble sleeping, and also getting sick more easily than normal. So these aren't the only signs and symptoms of burnout, but they are some indicators that you're going to want to pay attention to. So if you are feeling burned out, congratulate yourself for making it this far. Like I said, many students struggle in their GED test prep for the opposite reason. They expect to progress quickly without putting the time in. So congratulate yourself for your work ethic and for working at a pace that many can't sustain. But know that the pace might not be sustainable for you and it might not be realistic. So if you are experiencing burnout, what can you do about it? Well, first of all, slow down. It might not be possible for you to take time off of your work if you're working a job. So what I recommend doing instead is scaling back your GED studying. You could try taking a full week off from your studying to give yourself some time to rest up and recover. But this isn't always ideal because you might lose momentum. So what I recommend instead is to give yourself a few days off, then come back to your studying but reduce your study hours. So you could cut your study hours in half for about a week or so and then build back up to where you were before. So that could give you some time to take care of other things that are going on in your life, like maybe chores or just tasks that you've been neglecting because you've been so busy with your GED studying. And so you're not going to make progress as fast if you cut your studying down, but it's only temporary so that you can rest up and build your momentum back, and you're not going to lose your momentum from where you were permanently, which would happen potentially if you took a full week off. You could lose that momentum. All right, and so moving forward though, you're going to want to adjust your strategy, and one thing that you can try so that you don't burn out again is building both hard and light days in your study schedule. Not every day has to be a challenging day. You could do one day where you spend a few hours maybe doing grueling hard work like grinding out some practice problems, and then the next day you could just do a light review. That way you're alternating between very intense, high-intensity, hard study sessions and lighter reviews. That's a good way to avoid burnout. Now, also in general, a good thing to do is to aim to study less, and instead you're going to study less, but you're going to try to make that time more intense and more focused. A few hours of short but high-intensity focused study sessions every week, when done consistently, will get you to where you want to go eventually. Lastly, you might just have to reevaluate your timeline for when you're going to get the GED done. Obviously, the more quality study time you put in, the faster you're going to get done. That's a fact. But if your physical and or your mental health, or especially your job performance or your relationships are starting to suffer because you're struggling to juggle your studying with other responsibilities in your life, you might just need to slow down with your studying, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking several months or more time if needed to pass all the sections of the GED test. So in conclusion, studying too much for the GED test when you've got a lot of other things on your plate can lead to burnout. And the stress can lead to physical and mental health toll, which is not good. So if you think you're feeling the effects of burnout, definitely take some time off from your studying, then pick it back up, but go at a lower pace for a little bit. Cut down your study time significantly for a week or two, see how you feel, and then steadily increase your study time. But be mindful that if it starts to impact your physical and mental health, or both, you really need to just slow down. There's nothing wrong with taking your time to get the GED test done. Your physical and mental health and your relationships and your job performance does need to come first. This is Parker from TestPrepChampions.com. Please subscribe to my channel for more and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you for watching.